Very good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And yes, you are looking very pretty.
Thanks for compliment. And we
Yes.
are meeting for the first time. Prior to getting into the conversation, I would like to know about you.
Sure. My name is Shani. I'm from Bihar and especially from Sivan district. It is the native place of Dr. Ren Prasad. He was the first president of India. He comes from my village. So yes, it is very proud moment for us. And moreover that, if I talk about my education qualification, I have completed my class 12th. Now I am graduation first year student. I'm doing graduation from VA. BA is my subject. I'm just doing BA just for formality purpose. Moreover that, if I talk about my hobbies, I'm fond of watching and playing cricket. So it's all about me in nutshell. Now I'm very happy to know about yourself something. So would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I would love to introduce myself. Yeah, my
Thank
name
you.
is Lata, and my name is Lata Garg, and I am a homemaker, and I
Hmm.
reside in Delhi. I am. I have two children, and I am very enthusiastic, hardworking, and a spiritual person. And I am very passionate about English language. And in my
Hmm.
free time, I always try to utilize my time. Whatever the
Hmm.
skill I have, I always to develop my skill. That's all
Hmm.
about me.
Nice to know about you. And yes, first of all, I wanted to say you Merry Christmas, but I forgot. Okay, so Merry Christmas to you. Do
Okay.
you celebrate Merry Christmas?
No, we
Okay,
don't
because you
celebrate.
are, yes, you are, as you told me that you are a spiritual person. So, like, who is your favorite god? Which god do you like to worship more and more, more and more?
Right now, I have taken initiation from a spiritual mentor. Have you ever heard the name of Radha Swami, RSSB?
No, no, not at all. I haven't heard about Radhaswami ever. So, could you tell me about himself, like him?
Yeah, Radha Swami is a spiritual mentor, and I have taken initiation. Initiation means Diksha from him in the year 2010.
Hmm.
And when I took initiation, that we had been told to sit on the meditation every day 2.5 hours.
Nice. You are doing meditation. That's very good for your health, and yes, good for your mind. And I really want to do meditation as well as yoga, but I don't get time to do. And yes, I'm youngster, so I'm very young, so nowadays when I go for those things, when I look for doing these things, so it feels like it seems like boring. So yeah, that's why I prefer to yes do physical activities like playing and sometime moving with friends. Yes, and sometimes walking in field because I come from village area. So yes, these all things keeps me healthy. So I don't needless to go for yoga and as well as for meditation.
You
Yes.
know, I have just told you that I am a spiritual person before my
Mm,
marriage.
mm,
What I did, I worshipped the Lord Shiva. But after getting married, because my in-laws, my mother-in-law and my father-in-law used to go to attend the satsang, so I started going with them. And after that, I took initiation. And in this, what we do every day we have to take our attention. We have to pull out our attention from the worldly things, and we have to should try to see the God inside us. So you
mm,
must have heard God lies within us. Our heart is the abode of God.
mm. Nice. I'm able to listen you properly, but sometime at some of the point your videos like your voice is getting stuck. Sometimes it's breaking up. So I'm not able to listen sometime you properly. But yes, it's okay. It's acceptable. Okay. So moreover everything, I would like to know that where are you from? First of all, let me know.
Sir, I am basically from Haryana. My maternal
Yeah.
place is Rewat, but I got married in Delhi.
Okay, you got married in Delhi. So at what place do you live in Delhi?
I live in Thadra, in East
Dhadra.
Delhi.
Okay, so what are the places have you visited in Delhi?
There are a lot of places in Delhi where I
Okay.
have visited, like Akshardham Temple, Lotus Temple, Iskon Temple, and Ju, um, Humayun Tomb, lot of places. And have you
Hmm.
ever come?
Yes, I have visited once Delhi 3 months ago, and yes, it was quite good experience for me. And yes, I'm just preparing for going there. I'm looking forward to go for Delhi, head out for Delhi in within 2 or 3 months. In upcoming 2 or 3 months, definitely I'll visit there once again because it was nice experience when I visited for first time. People says that it is very polluted area, but when I visited there for first time, so I went from village to there, so that's why it was pleasant experience for me. Whatever I was seeing, whatever I was watching, and this the people who were very. I would say focused on their own work. They were not minding, they're like in other business. So yes, all in all, it was a quite good experience for me. But yes, again, I will go there for job purpose, I would say.
And I want
Okay.
to ask you some. I want to ask you some questions from you. And
Oh,
after doing your graduation, what you want to be in your life?
uh, it's a very quite challenging question for me. Many times I get asked by many people that what do you want to do in your future after completion of your graduation, and yes, what's your ambition. But I would say I haven't decided about my ambition at. I'm just brushing up my English level, and moreover this I'm just learning some other skills. So yes, all in all, I'm just focused on myself. And yes, sometime and our ancient used to say, and some of the big people says that focus on your present rather than focusing on your thinking about future rather than frying your brain. So yes, all in all, I would say I'm just focused on my skills. And moreover that, I don't have any specific goal for that I want to go, for that I want to do work. Yes.
But we must have goal. Haven't you set your
Yes.
goal?
Yes, you must have goal, but uh, yes, I have two goals. I have means I have kept two things in my mind. The primary thing is that I want to go in BPO sector. I'm not going for just for earning money. I just want to go just for correcting my communication skill, improving my communication skill, and more about that, I want to do job in BPO for like at very high level. I just wanna do call center job. Uh, as an international employee, I just want to do international call center. And moreover that, I would say there is a secondary option I have made, that is I want to become a trainer of English language. I just want to make other people perfect in this language. So yes, these are the two things I have kept for the time being I have in my mind. Yes.
Okay. Now tell me, how long have you been learning this spoken English?
uh, Spoken English, I would say it's been more than 2 years since I started my English journey. And yes, since then I have been doing practice and doing work, not consistently. Meanwhile, I was inconsistent, and yes, not working on my communication skill. But yes, gradually nowadays I have become consistent on it. Sometime I don't get time for like for 2 days or 3 days I take rest, because like I have a habit. I'm no I am just used to of I would say mm, what can I say, I just sometimes I just mislead myself in other work. So that's why sometimes yes, I get mislead. So yes, sometimes
Yeah,
I take break. Yes, all in all, I'm not very consistent, but I'm consistent.
consistent.
What about
Okay.
you? Are you doing consistently work on it?
No, no, no. Because being a mother of younger kids and being a housewife, I have not been consistent.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay, so you were asking some other question to me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And in your life, have you ever come across any incident then you may have felt that you should learn spoken English?
Yes, I would say no, I haven't no faced any incident. I haven't come across with any accident. I mean, with any accident that made me feel that I need to learn spoken English. I need to become good at English. I would say it is my childhood dream. When I start since childhood, I have been learning. I have been doing a study from English medium. So yes, I would say I am habitual of learning English, and yes, I wanted to become perfect at this language and become fluent as well. So yes, it was my childhood dream. So yes, that's why I'm just improving my communication skill.
Okay. And one question I want you.
Okay.
Would you like to give any suggestion if someone is beginner and he wants to start learning spoken English? What type of strategies and what type of rules he should?
Yes, yes, I got your point. I would say on this point, I have made many videos on in my YouTube channel, and yes, there are a lot of videos in which I have imparted many tips and tricks regarding English language. If any beginner who doesn't know about English, even single line, single sentences, how they can become perfect at this language and how can they can improve their communication skill. I have made plenty of videos on my YouTube channel. But yes, as you asked me, so definitely I would like to answer your question. The answer is, if you are beginner, it is the first and foremost thing you need to understand, that is, are you coming from that background where English where you have English surrounding or not. If you have English surrounding, that means you don't need to focus on grammar too much. And in other hand, if you are coming from that background, there is no surrounding of speaking English far and wide, still you want to become perfect at this language, so I would say you need to learn grammar. And all in all, if I tell you about my experience, I would say I started my English journey from basic. I learned grammar to some extent, in which I learned tenses and more about that. I learned some models. And yes, I started speaking. And yes, I simultaneously I used to watch so many content in English language. It was easy content. It was not a very vast content, very hard content. That was not it wasn't like I wasn't able to understand those things. I would say, all in all, you just have to focus on these three things. First, learn grammar, basic grammar, not go for very hard grammar, and moreover that, consume content as much as you can, and moreover that, third thing is practice. Do practice on any platform, with tutor if you can. Otherwise, you can just do conversation with co-learner initially. It would be good for you. Yes.
And I am telling you my experience, how I
So,
have learned spoken English. You know, according to me, as per knowledge, if someone, as we, as the knowledge we have, we should start speaking. If we
mm,
have little knowledge, but at least first step is we should start speaking in our home, from where we
yes.
are working. We can speak with our kids little words. And uh, apart from speaking, after start speaking, we should start speaking in a long term.
Mm,
And
exactly.
yeah, and we should watch more and more English content, and apart from this we should have more and more conversation.
Yes, perfect. If you want to become then perfect into it, definitely we'll have to do practice and do hard work on it. Otherwise, we are not going to learn this language. And one more thing that is very important into this language, that is consistency. If you'll not
Yeah.
maintain consistency, then you are going to forget every single thing that you have learned. And yeah, or that you have been learning for a very long time, you are going to forget everything, every single thing. So make sure, if you are starting, keep continue it and keep practicing it until you become used to of speaking these things like a native speaker. Yes.
Yeah, you are saying right. We have to make our habit to become fluent in English. And how can we
Mm-hmm.
adopt habit?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you have any other question for me?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Why are you calling me sir? I'm not sir. I think you are senior to me. But yes, yes. This is a. I would say this is a.
Repeating word.
What can you say? Professional discipline. If we are just talking to anybody, we can just call ma'am and sir.
Sir.
Yes,
This
that.
is a greeting word, sir. If we want to give respect to someone, then we can say we should
Hmm.
word.
Exactly. There is no any certain age to become sir and ma'am. You can become at any time. You just have any specific skill, any specific degree, and yes, you need to become something different from others. Definitely, you will get that respect. And yes,
Yeah.
okay. So more about that. Can I ask some private question to you? It is not private. Uh,
Yeah.
it is very simple question. Okay, so how many kids do you have? Two or three?
Two.
Two. Two. Okay. Tell me, what about your younger kid? What he does, and in which class does he study, and how do you help him in order to make him perfect at this language?
Yes, sir. My younger son is 5 years old, and he
Hmm.
studies in KG class. And
Hmm.
these days, whenever my son listens my English conversation with anyone, and he starts asking me, "Mama,
Hmm.
how have you learned this language?" And
Hmm.
make me YouTuber like you. And I I also want to speak in English, and he
Hmm.
start speaking with me in English,
Hmm.
little words.
Hmm. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, what about your older like elder kid? Yes.
My elder one is my daughter, and my daughter studies in sixth standard.
Hmm. Okay, so do you help her in
Yeah,
order to
yeah.
make perfect at this language?
My daughter studies in sixth standard, and she studies in English medium school. In her
Hmm.
class, it is necessary for my daughter to speak in English, but sometimes my daughter feels shy. But I
Hmm.
time I keep inspiring my daughter. I keep saying her to speak with me in English, and I keep telling her, beta, in this way we both will progress. I will also be fluent, and you will not feel hesitate while speaking in your class.
Yes, nice, nice. It is good thing that you both are doing with each other. And yeah, I think you all family member so do conversation in English language. Try to interact in English language with one another, and that's how you all can improve your English language and you become perfect at this language. Okay, more about that. I would like to one more thing. What's your husband profession? What he does? And yes, does he know English speaking?